Hello, and welcome to the developmental milestones of school-aged children. This presentation has been done and put together by myself, Natalie, Lindsay, Danielle, and Jessica. This presentation will focus on the following stages of developmental milestones: cognitive development, language development, physical development, and social-emotional development. In the cognitive developmental milestones, school-aged children are able to demonstrate a genuine enthusiasm for learning new concepts, make strides in engaging self-confidence, and develop the necessary skills to understand the world and people around them. In the cognitive developmental milestones, school-aged children are able to use problem-solving skills in a much more complex manner through strategizing and reasoning with others. They use representation by drawing in more detail and organization, such as drawing their family members side by side and adding a dog. They are able to use complete number operations, such as adding and subtracting double digits, and gradually begin to start to multiply and divide. They also begin to use spatial relations, directions, and maps by understanding the concept of left and right. They also give clear and well-organized directions. As well, in the cognitive development, school-aged children use temporal relations by naming months and days of the week in order and using conventional units of measurement, example meters, pounds, and hours. They understand concepts of patterning, such as the differences in shapes and sizes, for example big versus small and long versus short. They understand that rules exist when playing games, such as who goes first, second, third, etc., and they utilize strategies to improve their performance during a game. School-aged children also have an increased attention span, allowing them to work on tasks for a longer period of time without any distraction. In the language developmental milestones, school-aged children have an increased awareness of vocabulary and words, which they continue to extend as they learn new words. Conversations are a lot more detailed and can be sustained for a longer period of time than previously. In the language developmental milestones, a school-aged child uses fluent, grammatically correct speech and sentence structure. At this stage, they are able to use up to 1,500 to 14,000 words. They are able to use functional definitions and categorize items to what they are or what they are used for. For example, a ball is to bounce, a bed is to sleep in, and a book is to read. School-aged children adapt messages to the needs of the listener. For example, the child will be given a direction and is able to follow through with any complication. A school-aged child is also able to describe objects or events. For example, the cake yesterday at the birthday party was big. As well, in the language developmental milestones, school-aged children engage in storytelling and enjoy reading and writing their own stories. They also enjoy telling jokes and riddles, although often the humor is far from subtle. They criticize their own performance by saying things like, "I didn't draw that right," or "Her picture is better than mine." School-aged children also begin to understand and follow rules of grammar in conversation and written form. For example, they are able to read the instructions of a game without having to be told verbally. Next, we're going to be talking about a child's physical development. When looking at physical development, you have to take into consideration the development of both large and small muscles. When considering school-aged children, you will see the children start to grow an average of 5 to 7 pounds and 2.5 inches a year. Children's baby fat is replaced with increasing muscle mass, and you see them filling out into their bodies. With physical development, there are two main categories: gross motor and fine motor skills. At the school age, children have improved fine motor skills with increased concentration and patience. These improvements allow children to focus and develop a wider variety of tasks. Some examples of fine motor skills that are improving at this stage are that they are able to copy simple shapes. They are also learning how to write out different letters, have more concentration when reading and manipulating small and large beads, and are able to complete more detailed drawings. On the other end, children are developing their gross motor skills and have an increase in balance, coordination, and confidence with exploring and experimenting with outdoor equipment. Outdoor time is important at this age to further develop gross motor skills, and children will feel at ease when they skip, throw a ball, bat, bicycle, skate, and run. Some examples of gross motor skills they develop at this stage are: they can stand on one foot, throw and kick balls with good ability, ride a bike, and are skillful at climbing and swinging and sliding. Next, we will talk about social-emotional development. For the social-emotional milestones, school-age children have an understanding of consequences for their actions. Essentially, this means that they can perceive the outcomes for cause and effect. School-age children also show a competitive spirit when playing games. For example, when they play soccer, they will have a desire to succeed. They develop a sense of humor, but may laugh for no apparent reason. The child also develops a sense of empathy, which is to say they can understand other children's point of view instead of their self-centered approach of their earlier childhood. School-age children can start to articulate how they are feeling in more detail. Also in social-emotional development, school-age children are able to play with other children in an imaginative way. They start from believing rules to strictly adhering to the rules, and then to negotiating rules. School-age children understand social rules as well. They take on responsible roles at home or at school, such as cleaning up their bedroom or tidying up after playing with their toys. Developmental milestones are great indicators of where the child is cognitively, physically, and social-emotionally developing. The developmental milestones allow early childhood educators and parents to assist the child where necessary throughout their development, especially to guide them when needed in order for them to develop new skills and grow efficiently to their developmental standards. Thank you for watching and listening to the developmental milestones for school-age children. We hope you learned and gained some knowledge on school-age developmental milestones.